Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So as you guys can see, it is just me today, and that is because today's video, as you can see by the title, is all about surprising Brendan with a Valentine's Day dinner. Today is actually the day after Valentine's Day, so it's Thursday, February 15th. And we've just had a really crazy past 2 weeks with work and preparing for a move. We were out of town for a while, and we actually were driving back to Colorado yesterday, so we spent all day in the car. We didn't really do anything for Valentine's Day, and I'm a little indifferent to it. I think it's fun to celebrate if you can, and if not, if you choose not to, you know, it's whatever. But I think just because of the long week that we both had, and I know he's also had like a busy time with work, I thought it'd be really fun to surprise him with a Valentine's Day dinner. So Brendan's actually out fishing. I was able to convince him to go. He was very back and forth, but today it's absolutely beautiful, and it seems like he's having a really good day. But it's already about 11 o'clock, and he's most likely going to be back latest at 3, maybe 4. Depends on how good of a day, but knowing where he is, like sometimes the fishing slows down around noon, and he might try to fish a little bit longer. So I really need to get going on stuff. My goal is to at least have like the living room and house cleaned up a bit. It wasn't too bad because we cleaned it before we left, but it just needs to be organized. I want to put the decorations up and have a charcuterie board ready for him to like snack on when he gets home. But in terms of actual dinner, because if he comes home at 3, we're not going to eat dinner then, so I'll just have everything like ready to go. I'm going to be making a white pasta. I'm going to be making my pasta from scratch, and I want to do it with steak, herb butter steak. Brendan might actually end up cooking that though, because he's better at it than me. I want to do some fresh dinner rolls. I made those from scratch before, and they were so good. And I really want to make a chocolate raspberry cake for dessert, and then of course a charcuterie board for appetizer. So I need to go get everything for all of that and get started. Okay guys, so I just pulled up to Walmart. I'm gonna try to get as much as I can here. I don't really like grocery shopping here as much, or at least for certain things, but just to cut back on time because I'm running so behind on what I was hoping to have done. I honestly might text Brendan and see if he, like, make sure he doesn't come home until at least 3:30, but I feel like it'll make it more suspicious if I do that, so I don't know, we'll see. He knows I had something for him because at first I thought he was gonna be home working, and I told him like, you can't bother me. So he knows I have something, but he doesn't know what. But I don't know, I might tell him to wait. So we're gonna run inside. Hopefully I'll find decorations, cards, and some food. So I am back from Walmart. It is about noon, and I want to give myself until 1 p.m. in order to like get back at the house and get things started. I just went ahead and texted Brendan and told him not to come home until at least 3:30. So that does give me a little bit of wiggle room both ends. I decided not to really do any decorations because I'm like, I'm never gonna use this stuff again unless I do this every year. So I just got like a little sign that said love and like a card, and I'll do a bunch of candles because those things I use all the time, and maybe some flowers. Brendan doesn't really care for the flowers, but I do, so I'm gonna do them anyway. But Walmart had a good bit of things, but not everything. And I forgot that one of our favorite cheese dips that I put on the charcuterie board is at King Soopers. So I'm just gonna have to go there anyway. So I'm gonna head to Trader Joe's for some flowers because they last the longest and they're so pretty. Hopefully they have a good selection though, because since Valentine's Day they might be out. So hopefully they have some. And then I need to go to Costco just to get some things in bulk. But I'm glad that he's having a good day fishing. Seems like he's catching a bunch of stuff, and hopefully I can show you guys some things. I told him to record a little bit because I had a different video idea, so hopefully he actually does, but I thought it'd be fun to show you like his part of the day too. But we're gonna head off to another store. All right guys, so I just got back. I literally have a wagon full of groceries that I need to put away. We definitely got everything that we needed. I'll show you a couple things, but before I even get started in the kitchen, I really need to clean up our house a bit. It's not too bad because we try to clean before we go out of town. But last night when we got him, everything kind of just got tossed everywhere. So I'm gonna clean up just so it's nice and clean. And when I go to put the very few decorations, I don't even think I have decorations. I got one little love sign and a Valentine's Day card. And then I forgot to look for extra, what they're called, unscented candles. I have a bunch of little ones left from our wedding that I burn every once in a while. So I'll probably just put those out. But yeah, I totally forgot to get any more candles or anything, so we're just gonna use what we have. I did decide not to get like an actual bouquet because I really love flowers, and Brendan knows that, and he usually gets me flowers every once in a while, and I figured he most likely is gonna stop and get me some. I bet you guys he will. So for decoration purposes, I just got some sunflowers and like these little, they're called spray roses. So I might like clip the ones that bloomed on here and put them on the charcuterie board, and then do like just a little pot of sunflowers. They're some of my favorite flowers, so I love having them around. So while I am finishing putting stuff away, I'm actually gonna go ahead and get some butter going. I'm gonna make some fresh butter because I also need buttermilk for the cake. So hopefully by the time I'm done, the butter will be almost done. I do want to say I'm sorry for whatever ends up on my face after this clip. I guess at some point I rubbed it on my face and it's on it for like the rest of the video, and I know I'm only pointing it out and making it a sore thumbnail, but I just had to say that. But this was a lot of fun to do for Brendan, and yeah, I really hope he likes it. All right guys, so I have my dry ingredients ready to go. And I have my wet ingredients for the cake. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. The recipe says just to combined. And if this turns out good, I will share the recipe with you guys. The only thing I added differently is I added a little bit of espresso powder to the dry mixture. And instead of, and all the recipes say this, but instead of boiling water, you can use hot coffee, strongly brewed. So I'm going to try and add the coffee because I heard it really brings out, like it really just brings out the flavor of the cocoa powder. And I really want this to be a nice, rich chocolate cake. So that is just about combined. We're gonna add in our cup of hot coffee. And I French pressed this. I didn't brew it because our coffee brewer doesn't really brew very strong. And I heard that you should try using strong coffee. So hopefully that doesn't ruin the cake. But you have to have trial and error to figure things out, and that's exactly what this is for me. I'm gonna put that to the side, and we're going to measure our cake pans just to get them as evenly as possible. What I did was I put butter around it, and I put a little cocoa powder to help with it not sticking, and then I just cut a very rough circle for parchment to make sure it doesn't stick, because I had that problem last time when I made my cake. We're gonna do grams, and I'm just going to pour it in. I'm just gonna do 2 cake pans because I don't want to have to deal with 3. Hopefully it turns out well. Plus I kind of want the layers to be thicker. Okay guys, so the cake is in. It is almost 3 o'clock. We're pretty much on time. I have the syrup for the, what's it called? The lemonade. It's cooling off, it's already done. And same thing with the raspberry sauce right there. So I'm gonna let those cool down. I'm going to maybe strain the raspberry sauce so the seeds are out, but I tasted it and it tastes pretty fine. So we'll see if I'll do that. But I'm gonna clean up a bit real quick, and then I'm gonna get started on the bread dough. Alrighty guys, so we have our bread dough made. I'm about to put it in a larger bowl, and we're gonna let it rise for about a couple hours. I have some sad news though. It's actually 3:30 already. Brendan should be home soon. He ran into traffic, which worked out for me. I'm just covering this in a bowl and I'm gonna pop it in the microwave to rise. But, so when I was following the recipe, in the video, he said his pans, each pan, he only did 2 pans, was about 700 grams. Mine were like 5 something, so I thought, oh, they'll be fine. Like I did think it looks a little full, but I didn't really think much of it because I kind of ruined my cake last time by doing the layers too thin. So I didn't want to do them too thin this time, but they overflowed because I started smelling smoking in the house. And unfortunately they've like caved, and I'll show you guys in a second, which is really sad because I was really hoping that did not happen this time. Last time I made a chocolate cake from scratch, it like caved, but it tastes good, and I've had plenty of experience making the outside of a cake look good even though the inside looks a little rough. It still tastes good though, so at least that part is fine, but I'm still kind of sad because I really wanted it to like, I really wanted to be able to level it out and get like a solid, like good cake. So we'll see how it turns out in the end. Hopefully you guys can tell, but you see how like it's not level, it caved in the middle, and this one just completely spilled over, but I've tasted it and it's pretty good. Okay, so Brendan's gonna be up any minute. I was gonna like change, like do a cute outfit, but I still have to finish my hair, and I think I might work on it while he, like I know he's gonna wanna unwind, and while we're like snacking, I think I might try to work on my hair a bit. But yeah, the board turned out really well. I'm gonna show you guys in a second. I definitely need him to help me clean out the oven though, because that cake is like, I really thought I started a fire because I tried to warm some bread up and I thought I scraped up most of it, but I definitely didn't. So we're gonna have to clean that before we can cook the rolls. But real quick, I'm gonna show you guys. This is probably one of the best rolls that I have, or I'm sorry, best charcuterie boards that I have made. It's so good, and I know this is like way too much for us, but I'm sure we'll snack on it until dinner. So, and I tried some new cheeses and all that stuff. So I'm gonna leave you guys propped up. He should come around the corner. Yeah, I'm excited to see his reaction. Ah, I forgot the candles.
Wow. Thank you, Mary. Yes.
I'm not even done with my hair, but
yes. Down. Down.
I'm so excited.
Boy. Oh my gosh.
Solo.
Hi.
Oh my gosh.
Hi. You thought I was gone? Hi. Hi.
You've never been this excited.
It was great.
This is so good. It's a rosemary olive oil cheese.
Rosemary olive oil.
Couldn't find a big cup. I just bit my butt solo. Isn't it good?
Mm-hmm.
It's different, but it's good. I think we should try more cheeses.
Did you make that?
Did I make what?
The bread?
No, I wish. Okay, do you want to know what we're having for dinner?
What are we having for dinner?
We're having, wait, actually, can you guess?
Pasta and steak.
How did you know?
Because we were talking about it. You asked me to guess.
I think you're gonna get it right. Yes, we're having pasta and steak.
Mm.
And I'm making fresh rolls.
Mm-hmm.
I can only make them though if you help me clean out the oven.
I'm excited, babe.
I call it a success. I think we're gonna snack for a little bit and let Brendan unwind, and we'll come back when dinner is ready.
All right. So now for dinner. We have some ribeyes. They don't look that good now, but trust me, they're gonna be good. Some fresh made fettuccine. Some sauce that Rachel came up with. She's the pasta queen. Yeah. Some homemade rolls.
Careful, might be hot. Why did you scream? I actually haven't tried them. Do you want to try them?
Right now?
Yeah, let's try them. Is it good?
Oh, it's delicious. Give me that.
It's not as sweet as last time. We have a little bit of some fresh pasta. I need to make a couple more before it was even in the screen. I'm making like fettuccine style. I need to cut up a little bit more and then I'm just gonna toss it in the water that's already boiling. It takes literally like 2 minutes to cook. And the steaks, how long do the steaks take, love?
The flat top like 6 minutes.
Yeah, the steaks take like 10 minutes max. We have a flat top outside that Brandon's about to grill them up on. The rolls are pretty good, but they're not as sweet, I feel like, as last time. Some honey butter would be really good on those rolls.
Oh yeah.
But, sorry, talking about food in my mouth. The cake failed. I just was not able to save it, unfortunately. So maybe we'll walk or drive to our favorite chocolate or ice cream place depending on how late it is. There's a good chance we're not leaving the house though.
We're not going nowhere.
So no dessert tonight, but everything else turned out really well, so that's good. Here is the completed dinner. This steak is so good, Brendan cooked it perfectly. We got our pasta and fresh rolls. Did you like your surprise?
Yeah.
You ready to eat?
Yeah.
Okay. I think the water's boiling.
Yeah.
Okay guys, I think we're going to have a chill evening, enjoy dinner, and we will see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
I told you guys he was gonna give you flowers. Sweet.